What's up, everybody? And we are back with another reaction. Welcome back to the Strawhat Show. And today we're tackling WEREN's Suicide. And I can tell right now this is going to be a deep one.
This is going to be deep. It's going to be one of those more serious WEREN songs. Definitely not looking for something playful on this one. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep open ears. Listen to it. We'll break it down, say what we think about it. I really just kind of want to take in how this man is feeling or expressing himself on this, because I feel like with a topic as serious like as this, sometimes you just gotta sit back and listen.
Well said, bro.
Yes.
With that being said, let's get right into WEREN Suicide. Official music video, let's go. AI shit.
Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, but can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my...
I'm so lonely, can't... What do you say? Can't keep beneath it?
I don't know. Something she's just talking about. He's lonely, he can't sleep. Some say he's sadistic.
You say he's narcissistic.
Some say he's narcissistic, some say he's sadistic.
Sheep, but can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
A light goes out on the inside. Never felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. And that light within you just burns out, shuts off. Just maybe that's like the symbolism for you just have no light left. You have no reason.
You gave up hope.
You gave up hope.
And so it never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Maybe there is no right time. Maybe like when people commit suicide, he's maybe expressing that it was never really the right time for them to go for themselves, maybe, or maybe for others. Maybe expressing how others feel about suicide. Like, man, it's never really the right time for your friend to commit suicide, your mother, father, whoever. It's something that happens. That's what I was talking about, is skin feeling like silicone. You know, maybe that's another metaphor for saying I am not comfortable in my own skin.
Felt fake.
Exactly. You know.
Yeah, and then the whole tone of that, the melody of the hook, kind of sounds like a very melodic way to just give a big sigh. Like, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting from it.
It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Sick boy, bitten by a tech boy. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges.
I'm seasick.
He's just describing some physical feelings and emotions that he's feeling right now, which might be leading to him feeling suicidal. You know what I mean? He's like saying, oh, I can't eat because every time I eat, I can't keep the food down, I purge it, it comes up. Or maybe he's making himself throw up. I don't know. There's many different cases in which people might want to commit suicide. So I don't know if he's being specific or trying to keep it general.
And then he had that callback to Sick Boy. He even went to the exact scene from the video.
Oh, word?
Yeah. You didn't see that?
I don't know if it was a scene. I remember the...
It was the same scene from the same video, just, you know, in this animation style.
Okay. What's up, everybody? We just wanted to take the time out to say thanks for watching the reaction. We also wanted to take the time out to introduce you to who we are and what we do. We're Strawhat Dynasty, a twin breakdancing rap duo from NYC. We've worked years now in cultivating our ability to make quality music videos, breakdancing, and overall entertaining. We pour everything we have into every song, every video, in order to provide you with the best entertainment experience possible. So if you would take the time to check out some of our original music, our content, and follow us on all platforms, we would super appreciate it. We're just two brothers following our dreams, and we appreciate your support as you join us on this life journey. Thanks so much. Now back to the reaction.
Really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Sick boy, bitten by a tech boy. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick.
I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armour. Oh I, oh I, oh I, falling through the cracks of the armour. Is my father, can't keep in my supper. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armour.
Skin so pale, I'm losing my color. I think he also said maybe his mom felt useless because she'd make him supper, but he couldn't eat it or something like that.
Yeah, I think he's actually describing suicidal thoughts he might have been going through when he was going through his sick ordeal. I mean, he's obviously still going through it, but he's managing it now, right, as we've seen. But it seems like he's just describing his suicidal thoughts of that whole period where he was feeling sick and could not figure out why, and no one could tell him why. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh I, oh I, oh I, falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh I, oh I, oh I, treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
It looked like it was shot in New York. They have a lot of scenes that look like they're in New York.
I think they're just in a city, maybe in the UK, bro.
Suicide, suicide, suicide.
All them trains look like New York trains, so yeah.
You got homeless people.
I mean, there's other parts that could be AI generated, and some parts could have been shot and then AI generated.
Got like this gray mist around.
Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Like a subway station.
Suicide, suicide, suicide. It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess.
Hard to take off from the ground when your wings is cut. You know, it's hard to move when your only way of moving is taken away from you. I don't know who Fibonacci is. Who's Fibonacci?
I don't know. I really don't, but...
You know the entire ocean
came from my tear ducts.
Damn. That means he cried a lot.
It's just a poetic way of saying he cried a lot.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped.
I tried to cut off my what?
I think he's referring to a part where I saw in the comments, everyone said he literally tried to cut himself open through his psychosis.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Maybe thinking that he would help himself. I think he made a reference to someone.
He said hatchet job. Like he didn't do a good job.
Yeah. I think he just made a reference to someone who committed suicide, actually.
Probably right here.
Yeah, but I noticed that the theme of heavy breathing is a theme that he actually starts off, I believe, the Sick Boy track with like remember that track starting very aggressively and intensely with him heavy breathing, and now he does the same thing before he goes into this poetic sequence of him heavy breathing his sick endeavors. But yeah, let's keep listening, because I think he's about to go deep into being affected by someone else committing suicide and maybe not his own suicidal thoughts.
There's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness. Hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility.
That was deep. I locked my youth up in a trunk inside a pickup truck. I think about that night. I think about that the night you jumped. But this was deep. What it felt like to look down
and see tranquility.
What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. He's saying, I think he's putting himself in the shoes of what I'm assuming is one of his friends who jumped off a high ledge. Maybe it was, I don't know what he did, but he jumped off somewhere. And he's saying, I think about what you might have felt like looking down and thinking that your only escape for peace and tranquility was to jump.
One sudden movement in a world of possibility.
One movement in a world of, in a whole world of all these possibilities, there was just
only one movement to expose our fragility.
Only one movement to expose how fragile we are.
That's crazy. To expose,
you know what I mean?
That our life couldn't just end in one movement. Somebody jumped off a bridge. Somebody close that he knew.
Could have been anything. I don't really know. I don't want to assume what happened, but it could have been.
That's what we're here to do.
Yeah, we don't know how he died. He could have jumped off a building, a bridge, his balcony.
I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sega, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plaster cast. The truth is that the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing you, man. I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd. Fuck.
Damn. That's crazy. It's like, damn. You know how hard it is as an artist to just throw yourself out there like that on a track? I could see him mid-recording this, saying these words that he wrote down, and the realization of these words pouring through his head in real time as he's saying it on the track, in contrast with his music and all the emotions. And in that one moment, just realizing what it is and then just breaking down in the middle of that recording session. But just having the courage to just leave it up there, like, fuck it, I don't care. This is how I really feel, And I was crazy,
I could relate to that, writing something down that came from a real place of pain, that when you recite it yourself, it's hard to get through it. Man, and I didn't want to pause in that sequence.
No, not at all.
That's the part where I'm like, all right, let me pretend like this is somebody who just needs to be heard. So I just wanted to listen. That was a deep song.
He's mentioning all his friends. He's mentioning a moment. I don't know what exactly happened in this moment, but it seems like he's blaming himself. It seems like he's blaming himself, and he was supposed to maybe meet up with this guy that he's talking about, or a friend of his. And he said if I was just 5 minutes earlier, things might have been different. We didn't even find your body, so we couldn't even wave at the hearse, right?
Maybe he just jump into water or something.
Right, well, yeah, off a bridge, into water, wave. Couldn't even wave at the hearse. Hearse is what it's like a body bag that you carry the dead body in. And it's like, we couldn't even see you, And he's just like, I miss you. And maybe if I was, you know, a little bit earlier, I was late, he said. You know?
Yeah, well, music is a great outlet to express yourself and get these emotions out. So I would assume that making this song was therapeutic for him. Definitely relatable to anyone else who's experienced something similar. So with that being said, you know, not trying to like sound cliche here, but if you or anyone at home feels like you're going through suicidal thoughts, reach out to someone, man. Just talk to somebody, you know? Don't stay quiet. Or if you yourself realizing that maybe your friend is depressed, you know, check on your friends, man. You know, you don't know what they're experiencing and what they're feeling. Check on them, talk to them. You know, your one word you say or one conversation could be the difference between a friend of yours, a family member, you know, no longer being here. You know, so check on your friends, and if you yourself feel this way, reach out, talk to somebody, get some help, man, because it is a problem, you know, but there's methods out there, there's people you can talk to, there's people who love you, somebody, you know, or somebody who's a professional who can help you through it. Anyways, that was WEREN, Suicide.
Very calm, eerie kind of vibe, tranquil song. You know, visually, they had this whole AI thing going on.
Yeah.
With the visuals, but he seemed to just be walking through a city where nobody's paying mind to nobody. People's living their life. You saw homeless people, people performing on the street, people begging for money.
Yeah, he primed us well before he went into the specifics of his situation with just the notion of feeling suicidal. So. I think he's telling us something.
All right, man, you can leave now. Anyways, but yeah, so that was very, very deep. You know, definitely a song that made me feel. I would actually listen to this song again, like on repeat. I would. You know, I know it would make me feel something. And at the end of the day, that's what music is about. WEREN Suicide, official music video. Pretty dope. Respect to WEREN, respect to, you know, his friend.
Yep, and rest in peace, whoever his friend is. If you found any value from this video, please just hit the bell notification, subscribe to us, and leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought of the video, what you thought of the reaction, and maybe give us some insight on the story behind the scenes of what might have inspired him to write this song.
I'm Jules the Buddha Monk.
And I'm Trix the Hooligan, and we are Strawhat Dynasty, your favorite rapping
breaking
twins from NYC.
Peace.
Peace.